How is everybody? Is anybody going to show up? There's nobody here right now. Oh, it's exciting. The suspense is killing me. Let's see. Still nobody here. Everybody has better shit to do on their Saturdays. It's fine. It says one watching, though. And they haven't hit like yet. That's odd. Hit like. It's Matthew Lebner. Ooh. Or Chuck. Now there's 16 people watching. Everybody hit like. Just hit like right away. Nobody's hit like yet. I still have 0 likes. But that's okay. I don't know. I just figured like tonight would be a good night to do a live for some reason. No real reason, honestly. But, you know, there's been a lot of Trek this week with those old scientists and Under the Cloak of War. And I thought people might have questions, things they want to talk about. Bear in mind, you don't have to talk about Star Trek stuff. There's a lot more to me than just Star Trek. So you can talk about anything. Maryland, Matt. Hi, Cap. I'm having a great time here in DC. Awesome. I'm glad you're having a good time. Are you going to come and lay down? Okay, come lay down. Lay down. Dogs, you know. So, yeah, I ended up going to the Mandarin today. Got some really good buffet food. Ate too much. That's just the way it is. Tomorrow we're going to a dog fest thing in Dorchester, so we'll be taking Lola with us, and hopefully that'll be fun. So other than that, didn't do much today, honestly. So Hypno Amber, perfect timing. I'm sewing. I need something fun to listen to. Well, I'm sorry, Hypno Amber, but you're in the wrong place. There's nothing fun that will be said here. It'll just be me talking. Nobody wants to hear that. So maybe you want to find something else. I don't know. Chuck A. We are leaving for Star Trek Las Vegas on Monday. That's awesome. Micah Price. Hi, all. Well, Chuck, I wish I could go to Star Trek Vegas this year. I think we're going to plan to go next year, though. So bear that in mind. But yeah, this year just it wasn't on the cards because there's a lot going on in August this year. Have my son's graduation from OPC on August 2nd, and then Sylvia's mom's coming over on August 3rd to hang out for the afternoon, and then our anniversary, Sylvia and I have our anniversary on August 8th, which I don't think we're celebrating on the 8th. We'll probably do that the weekend after, which I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet. There's a lot going on in August. There's other stuff that I can't recall right now, but August is a pretty busy month, which is good that there's no Star Trek on. We've got 2 more episodes, so yeah, halfway through August still for that kind of stuff. But regardless, there you go. Marilyn Matt said, I didn't know you were doing a live today. I didn't either until like an hour ago. Hypno Amber, that's fun though. It's fun to listen to me ramble, is it? Okay, cool. Glad you enjoy it. Glad somebody enjoys it. A few people enjoyed it. Hypno Amber, I know you're sewing, but if you haven't hit like yet, give me a like. I'd appreciate that. Matthew Lebner, had everyone watch the Commander's new short trek? Any thoughts? Great story. I haven't watched it yet, actually. I'm going to watch that after this. I should have watched it before, but I have not yet. Marilyn Matt, I have eaten so much fried chicken here in DC. Oh no. I mean, oh yay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Trek or not, hey, Chuck A. I'll let you know how the convention was with the actors' strike in place. Yeah, apparently it's not going to affect it, like, at all. So, I don't know. I'd be interested to find out kind of a recap of how your weekend was. But that's one of the things that kind of would have bummed me out if I was going. I'd be worried that it wouldn't be at all, like, good. And, you know, that in and of itself is not good. I need to retighten this chair. It's got a loose arm. My bottle cap is all sticky. All these flavored whiskeys that are full of sugar, I guess. I don't know. I'm having a shot of my peach crown run, just because I can. Chuck says I have a vendor's table this year. I know you do. Hopefully you have one next year as well. Hopefully it goes well this year so that you'll want to have one next year. So I would love to see what you have at your vendor's table, Chuck. But anyway, cheers everybody. I was supposed to do something, but I can't remember what it was. Don't recall. All right. Marilyn Matt says, at the convention center today, I went as a member of SG1. Ooh, that's awesome. November, did anyone catch my dissertation comment on the review of episode 8? I shouldn't late night rant. I did not. Where was that? Was that on one of our lives or on the review? I don't know if I caught that, Hypno Amber. I'm going to call you Hypno Amber or just Amber. Matthew Lebner, have you collected any new swords? I watched some of your older videos on the breakdowns, and I'm also a big Highlander fan. Nothing new as of late, no. So I do want to do more sword videos, though, for the Captain Foley personal channel, so it was on the regular review. Oh, well, haven't read the comments for that, Hypno Amber, so I do apologize. Hold on, let me just do something real quick here. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, just had to shoot off a quick message there real quick, so I apologize, everybody. Hypno Amber, it was on the regular review. Okay, Marilyn Matt, good money says by the third drink he's doing a striptease. Yeah, no, don't think so. Don't think so. Don't worry, soon I'll have pasties, so if I do take my shirt off, you won't see my nipples. Just saying. Philip Gaming is here. Hello, sir. How's it going? There we go. The Captain's Bazaards. The Bazaar collectors, indeed. Episode 9, Subspace Rhapsody. Yes, episode 9 is the musical one, and I think then I think we get a Gorn-centric one for the last episode of this season, which should be interesting. Now, Gorn stuff has been mentioned, at least in the last episode, about how ever since the incident with the Gorn at whatever, Biobed 2 has been acting up. So we are getting Gorn notes here and there. I thought it'd play a much more larger part this season, considering at the beginning this was this big threat. Like, we don't want a war on two fronts with the Klingons and the Gorn, because the Gorn are a problem. So, like it or not, the Gorn. So, Captain Corky, gotta work in the morning, but I just wanted to pop in before bed and wish you well, Captain. Thank you, Captain Corky. Hit the like button, though. If you just want to pop in and say hi, I really appreciate it if you just tap the like button before you leave. That'd be awesome. How much is that Duncan MacLeod sword behind you? I've done a video on that on the Captain Foley personal channel. I don't know the price, because a lot of these were bought like decades ago, some of them. And the Duncan MacLeod one in particular was given to me by my father as a gift. So I don't know how much it was. Probably about 200 would be my guess, but I could be mistaken. The Children of the Gorn. Indeed. Yes, Chuck. Philip Gaming. Oh no, I'm not ready for a musical episode. I am. I like musicals. I have no problem with musicals in general. I'm a pretty big fan of some musicals. I like some Andrew Lloyd Webber stuff. What can I say? So I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out and what the reason is for it, because it could be pretty silly or it could be pretty cool. If you notice, I have not shaved this yet. I'm gonna do that probably tonight though. Not take it all the way off. I'm just gonna trim it down. It's a little too long. Any insights you guys have on that, thoughts, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Today I learned for safety reasons not to bring cash to a convention center. Oh no, did you lose it? Hip November. I think this episode looks pretty interesting. At least it's something new for Trek. Yet apparently they've been wanting to do a musical Trek episode for quite a while, so I'm glad they got it in. I figured it would be a Lower Decks episode, if anything, possibly, maybe even Prodigy. But Strange New Worlds, that's brave of them, I gotta say. Alex says, Evening Cap, loves Samuel's new fan film. Would love to see you cameo in a future episode out of the whole Federation fleet. What ship would you choose as your flagship? Well, the Foley class, obviously. And Alex, don't worry. There's something special coming. You will see Captain Foley in a fan film very soon. Well, not very soon. A couple months, probably. I still have to film my part for it. It is one of Samuel's films as well. And I will be Captain Foley. And I will have the... You'll see. It's going to be great. That's all I'm going to say. Sturm von Ulk, how wide is the division band on your new American bomber jacket? Don't know, didn't measure it. Looks like it's wide enough, though. Trekyards, since recently watching Police Academy, every time I hear Bizarre, I think of Lassard, now played by the late and great and very funny George Gaines. Chuck A., Samuel's fan film was fantastic. It's because it's a fan film. It has to be fantastic. Those are the rules. Nick Weeg, hey Cap, waiting for baseball to end to do our newscast, so thought I'd pop in. Looking forward to the musical. Curious if it's a longer episode. I don't think it'll be a longer episode. No, I don't think so. Funny you mentioned baseball, because last night Sylvia had some tickets through her work to go to the bat field, which is in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the oldest baseball diamond, I think, in the world or in North America. That's unmoved from its original position, and it's in London here, the bat field, and we watched the game with the London Majors versus some other goddamn team. I don't know. I don't pay attention to baseball. It was quite an interesting experience. The hot dogs were good, and ran into a Trekyards fan there as well, which was awesome. I can't remember his name. I want to say Jamie, but I could be wrong. He saw me. He was sitting a few rows up behind me, saw me get up to leave to go get Sylvia a hot dog, and came out and said hi to me, and that was pretty awesome to run into a Trekyards fan there. He said he thought I was from London because he's watched some of my older captains. We got a alarm going off, car alarm. We got one of my captain's walks when I went for walks at night and did lives. He said, I thought it looked like London. I didn't know you were actually in London. I thought you might be, but I wasn't sure. Who doesn't know I'm in London at this point? So it was cool that I just randomly ran into him, though. Nice guy. Definitely reminds me of my buddy Jay. Same kind of look and stuff. So anyway. Yay, somebody stopped it. Trek or not, the new Napoleon movie looks sick, especially the Egyptian campaign. First time hearing about it, so. Geraldine Karstensen has gifted 5 Trekyards memberships. So, you could be the lucky recipient of a membership with access to exclusive perks. Allow gifts. I'm going to allow gifts. You have to click the allow gifts option if you guys want to be gifted one. So, welcome to the channel, Trek or Not, Eric Sween, Sean O'Sullivan, Mike Yu, and Craig G. Hopkins. You are now ensigns for 1 month and will be part of the fleet videos at the end of all of our videos. You guys get to jump on and check out your name at the end, see what ship you're serving on. And of course, you're going to be ensigns because you got gifted a membership, but you can upgrade those memberships by clicking that join button. And if you become a captain or an admiral, you get your own ship in the fleet. So that's exciting. So thank you very much, Geraldine Carstensen, for gifting those. Guys, stay tuned to the next weekend's video releases, where you'll see your name in the final fleet videos on our channel. So, oh, and check out the Discord. There is the members only Discord, which you guys are a part of now, and you guys can go check it out and hang out with people on your ship once you find out what ship you're assigned to, which will probably be in a day or two. And then you get to hang out on the Discord and chat with your other crewmates, the other Trekyards members, and us as well. So yeah. Geraldine Carstensen says, good evening. Good evening. Love how they gift 5 memberships and then say something. Good to see you. Philip Gaming, you have to keep it Federation regulation length. What? I'll try not to get it cut too short. Oh, you're talking about my beard. Gotcha. Chuck A. Fleet Captain Foley, please. You want me to be a fleet captain? That's interesting. Stern Von Alk, it seems like are no limitations on what can go on this season. Indeed, they've definitely done some unique things for Trek, and that's cool. I have no problem with that. It's great. It's a great cast for things like that, for thinking outside the box a little bit. Speaking of, guys, there's 27 people here and 20 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get those likes up to at least 25. I think we can do it. Hit the like button. Hypno Amber, or just Amber, sorry, Celia says, Amber says, Celia, who plays Uhura, is a Tony winner, so we know she can sing. Yes. Alex Biddle, Ace, that sounds brilliant. I think I speak for the fleet that we all can't wait. Good, I'm glad. It's been a long time coming, and it's going to be awesome. I think you guys will be excited for it. Trekyards says, wow, sent the trailer on freaking Facebook. I'll have to check it later. Trekyards, I don't know what you sent the trailer for. If it's for the musical, I've already seen it, but thank you. Geraldine Carson said, Cap, I forgot about the ship thing. Forgot about what ship thing? Oh, the new members. No, it's good. They get to, be ensigns aboard ships in our fleet, so... Marilyn Matt, wow, the weather here in DC is unbearably hot. Thank goodness it rains. Yeah, it's been brutally humid around here lately, especially today was really bad. And yesterday was even worse. That baseball game, I was sweating my bag off sitting there. It almost got rained out. There was a little bit of rain when we arrived, but then it kind of stopped. And the little bit of rain that we did have didn't cut through the humidity at all. So it was just brutally hot. So it cooled off at night, though. Tonight's a nice, cool night. So anyway, yeah, the humidity's been a little bit rough this year. So Shay Locomotive Productions, when are we going to do the 80s live? Was that 80s? What was that on? See, I say these great ideas during lives and then I forget. We've done 80s toys, we've done 80s cartoons and 80s shows. What is the 80s one on? Just the 80s in general? I can't remember. I know it was a good idea, but I didn't write it down after the live and I should have. Thank you, Ozzy. Yes, I'm sure I'll pass that on to him. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. Chuck A. Good night, Stuart, and everyone. Good night, Chuck. Oh, the new Napoleon movie looks insane. Okay. Not a big, huge fan of Napoleon, but I do like history, so I'll probably check that out. Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. Oh, cool. Ozzy, today high in Fort Mojave, Arizona, 119. Oof. Kingdom of Vinland, Captain Foley. Wow, that's not my name. What do you think of the Phase 2 Connie? There's only one L in Foley, and it is a capitalized F because it's a proper last name. So I'm not Captain Foley, but thank you. The Phase 2 Constitution class is interesting. I do like a lot of aspects from it. The nacelles are quite interesting. I would have been cool to see on screen. I know we got it in Star Trek New Voyages, the James Cawley production, and Tobias Richter did a fantastic model and some great animations of it. It is a nice step between the TOS Connie and the refit, so that's pretty cool. But it's not that different from the TOS Constitution class. I think that's one of the things I really like about it. It does feel very strange New Worldsy with the struts though. Like, so I like it. I do like it. I do have the Eagle Moss one in the other room, and it's definitely an interesting design. It would have been cool to see, like I said, on screen as part of phase 2. So there you go. Birth defects. What is considered hot in Canada? Well, me, clearly. I get told I'm hot all the time when I go out. Hot in Canada, 32 and up, 32 degrees Celsius. And usually in this area, because we have something called the Great Lake effect, because all of the Great Lakes surround us. So we get a lot of humidity and a lot of snow, and we're also in something called the snow belt. So our weather is really wonky to begin with. So lots of snow, lots of humidity, and the humidity factor is brutal. When Sam and I were in Vegas in 2019, it was hot. It was like 42 degrees Celsius, but it was like a blast oven hot. It wasn't humid. It was just a dry heat. Way more manageable. Way more manageable. If it was 42 degrees here, guaranteed it would be humid as fuck. It feels like walking into a wall when you walk outside. So, yeah, I mean, anything above 30, 32 is considered hot, and that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So, and that's pretty warm. So, and different places in Canada are different as far as humidity. Like I said, here in southwestern Ontario, just with where we are located between the Great Lakes, it's really humid a lot of the time. So that kind of sucks. How hot is it in London, Canada right now? It's can't be as hot as here in the States. It felt like 38 degrees Fahrenheit, or it felt like 38 degrees Celsius here today. That's what it felt like with the Humidex. So with the humidity factored in, it felt like 38 degrees Celsius. You guys do your own calculations, because I don't understand Fahrenheit. Doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. And you tell me how hot it was in Fahrenheit. But yeah, it felt like 38 today. Yesterday was probably about the same, and that's pretty warm. Still no humidity here, says Ozzy. Check or not, where I come from, there is but rain, followed by more rain, and sometimes more rain. What do you live on, Ferenginar? They've got like how many different names for rain? Or different words for it? 90 in Fahrenheit. See, that's not that hot when I hear like Ozzy's got 117 and shit. But then again, he's also in Arizona, and that's a dry heat. Way different heat than with humidity. So 32 is almost 90 in freedom calculations. Cool. Kloonberg says felt like 115 for me. For me, nice. That's really warm. That's really hot. Yeah, and I get it. Most Americans, no offense, most Americans think that once you hit the border and cross into Canada, you're gonna see snow because it's Canada, and they come in with like skis on their roof racks and where's the snow? I want to experience Canadian snow. It's like, well, you got to drive a long way through Canada to get to the snow, my man. So yeah, it's not just winter and snow and maple syrup and Mounties and beavers, and there's a lot of beaver walking around, but Canada is not the cliches. Amber says we've been in 97 plus lately, but we can get up to 102 this time of year normally. We've been getting a lot of rain, which is totally new for us. Yep, they predicted it like a decade ago that with global warming and all that shit going on that this was going to happen. Nobody believed them, and here it comes. There's like a lot more storms. We get a lot more windstorms here now. We get a lot more tornado warnings. We're getting a lot more wonky, weird weather, and much shorter and warmer winters, which I don't mind. I can't personally. I can't stand winter, so that's fine. But honestly, it's getting bad. There's a lot of hurricanes and stuff. Not in this area, but there's a lot of hurricanes, more so out there in general, because of all the shit going on. And it's sad. We're destroying the planet. And I'm not being preachy here. Just this was a conversation I had earlier today with somebody, and it's sad to realize how things have changed. And it's like, oof, we might have one of this dystopian movie moments where like the planet's just a sweltering, dust ball. But hey, what are we gonna do about it? Shay Locomotive Productions, you said 80s toy live after talking about micro machines. Oh yes, that's it. Thank you, Shay. Yeah. Yeah, it was toys. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good conversation. I want to have a little bit prepared for that. Maybe have a few things up here. I completely forgot about it. Otherwise, I probably would have planned that for tonight. Don't worry, we've got like almost a month with no, well, 2-3 weeks at least without any Star Trek. After Stranger Worlds is done and before Lower Decks starts, so I'll still be doing these late night lives and stuff to hang out with you guys, and I'll make one of those that as well. Plus, I still got to show you guys the stuff on the shelves in the library here. I keep saying that's another thing I want to do, and it always slips my mind. That would be a fun one as well. Trek or not, even the winter roads, areas, etc., Nunavut, etc., lose snow in summer, don't they? Yes, they do. But if you get far enough north, I mean, these days, yes, they're losing snow, but they never used to. But yes, yeah, even northern Canada is still pretty warm in the summer. So. Kingdom of Vinland, at Captain Foley. When it comes to 80s stuff in general, while I'm glad it didn't happen, but I find the scenario of a conventional war between NATO and the Warsaw Pact in the 80s fascinating. Like, write yourself an alternate history book. I love alternate history stuff, like Man in the High Castle, where the Germans won the war and basically took over, well, half of America. The other half was Japan's. That stuff intrigues me. It's always interesting to think about alternative history. So, yeah, I love those kind of concepts. Trek or not, the problem with hurricanes is that the lots of Americans build homes from wood. In the UK, we use brick, and a bad wind here is like doom over there. Well, there you go. Tornadoes also, yes. Shayla More Productions, write it down, Cap. 80s toy life. I'm gonna forget. Let's see. Do I have my? I'll put it on my notepad here, but that doesn't translate to my phone, does it? Let's see. It just has to be under the Captain Foley one. Live idea. 80s toys. So I take it that's something you guys want to see me do. Okay, there. It is now written down. Perfect. Multiple layers of brick. Yes, that's, yeah. Don't get me started. Hashtag Trekyards Vegas room key. Yeah. Trekyard says, have you seen the movie Fatherland? Like Man in the High Castle? I have not. No. Amber says, yeah, but we build in wood because it is better for warm climates in hurricane areas. But many of those areas have no basements and on stilts. Yes, there's lots of different house constructions in the United States based on locale. Here in Canada, we do have full basements. generally. Wood frame, but then brick overlay. And I'm not a construction expert. Kingdom of Vinland. Hi, Captain Foley. Have you ever visited Alaska? North to Alaska. No, I have not been to Alaska. UK homes suffer from damp everywhere, lol. Also sent the trailer for Fatherland. Thank you, Trekyards. You're like my trailer dealer. Yeah, and you guys don't have air conditioning or central air or like central heat. You've got all like baseboard heating and shit. I get it. You guys have been around longer, so you got older buildings that have been retrofitted. I'm sure some of you have air conditioning, like central air. I mean, my house is like super nice and cool all summer because of my central air conditioning. It makes Sam jealous. He's got like this little mini portable air conditioner in his room, but it still gets brutally hot. And it kind of sucks. You guys need to update your houses, just saying. I don't know if new houses are built with central air or forced air or anything like that, but they need to be. So, Tim Cass. Hello, Jim. I have a great question. Do you know if the publishers are going to bring out new Star Trek encyclopedia? My old one is from 1997 and almost falling apart. Well, first of all, my name is not Jim. Tim. So thank you for the question. I don't know. I've got the old encyclopedia. They came out with a newer one that's 2 volumes a few years ago. Are they going to do a new one now with all the updated stuff? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think they'd be missing a trick if they didn't come out with one, but that would require a lot of updating, and I would like them to, because the Star Trek encyclopedia does come in handy from time to time for sure. There is an online version of it, and there's also an app as well, which you can use. What the hell is that one called? I think I have it on here. Let me just check. Star Trek. Oh, the Pad. PADD. I don't know if it's been updated lately, though, but it's basically an online or a mobile app encyclopedia for Star Trek. So, Amber says, I live in Colorado, so along the mountains, and in them we have lots of brick houses because we aren't really in a tornado area. Yeah. Ozzy says, I got new AC. Hee. Yeah. Every Starfleet captain must have a saddle. Sure. Well, I don't have a saddle, so you made me feel bad now, Ozzy. Don't do that. This is really irritating me. In this light, it looks so weird because it's like this, and it looks like it's all uneven. Like there's a lot of here and there's none here, but it's bothering me. I wish I could mold it. I don't know. Ozzy says, I have saddle. Tim says, sorry for calling you that. Stupid autocorrect. It's all good. Just having some fun with you. But anyway, what is everybody up to this weekend? What do you got going on? Anything cool and exciting you want to talk about? Well, let me know. I just watched the last 3 episodes of season 3? Season 3 of The Witcher today, because they just got released 2 days ago, the 27th. So sad to know that Geralt is not going to be played by Henry Cavill anymore, but one of the Hemsworths. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not happy about that. I think Henry Cavill was the perfect casting for that, but hey. Trekyards says the Follow-In movie is on YouTube. Cap sent you the link. Oh, thanks, man. I might even watch that tonight if it doesn't suck. When? Well, I'm not gonna ask. Hold on. Let me see. Let me take a look at something here. That's the full movie. I don't want to watch that. Oh, you didn't send me a trailer for it. Okay, so I don't have anything to watch in that regard. Okay, that's okay. I will turn the volume back down. It's a good flick. Hypno Amber says, dang, I didn't get to finish The Witcher 3 yet. Netflix finally figured out I was borrowing my Netflix from my ex. Oh no. No. The trailers are trash. Rutger Hauer. Well, it can't be that bad then. So it's an older film, is what you're saying. Late 70s, early 80s. Sounds like it to me. Car Shep, what's up tonight, Captain? Not much. Not much at all. 1996. Okay. Hypno Amber, I did binge Good Omens 2 the other day and I have thoughts. I've yet to watch Good Omens. That's one that is on Sylvia and my watch list. We're probably going to watch it soon, actually. Seasons 1 and 2, but have not seen it yet. Well aware of what it's about. But yeah, that's one that we haven't got to, unfortunately. So, Trek or not, been watching Justified myself with Oliphant as U.S. Marshal. Set Age, iTransmedia. Are you going to watch or review the new Babylon 5 animated feature? Thanks. I'll definitely be watching it. Reviewing it, I don't know. We might do a discussion about it, me and Samuel, at some point. Sure. Might do a live on it. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, absolutely we'll be checking that out. That is very cool to see that we have that to look forward to. Tim Adkins, any Trek books, technical manual reviews coming up on your personal channel? If you wish it, we could do that. I've got a bunch of stuff. I just picked up where's volume 1? I picked up this. This is the one I picked up with Sylvia. Yeah. Got that and there we go. So I've got Ships of Starfleet. This is volume 2, number 1. And at Wonderfest, I picked up the Ships of Starfleet volume 1, revised, which is still sealed. I'll probably do reviews on these because I love these kind of things, and I was happy to find them. I found this one like 2 or 3 weeks before Wonderfest. I was like, oh no, I don't have volume 1. Bing, Wonderfest, sealed for $55. So yeah, definitely something that I've been wanting for a long time. Finally got them, and I'm excited. Maybe I'll do them. If you guys want to see those kind of reviews for books and things over on the Captain Foley personal channel, let me know. Please, I might do a Q&A over there soon as well to kind of get a gauge on what you guys want to see over there. I don't want it just to be Star Trek stuff. Like, I try to vary it a little bit because there is a lot more to me than just Star Trek, but my Star Trek videos over there do the best, and that's fine. It's kind of what people know me for, so I get it. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely things that I could do for review-wise over there, and I likely will do. So, but I need to know what people want to see. Cara says, on an unrelated note, just watch Cocaine Bear. Definitely would recommend. Yep, I've heard that it's an entertaining watch. I'm not in any hurry to watch it, but I'm sure at some point I will. So there's that. Geraldine Carsonson, meant to thank you for the wallpapers, Cap and Sam. Really great stuff. Yeah, it's the other thing is being a member of the channel. By joining the channel either on Patreon or here on YouTube, you do get monthly wallpapers. Now, it's not a specific day that the wallpapers get released, because a lot of times we kind of forget, and we do get them out later. And yeah, there's Trekyards exclusive wallpapers for like, like your iPad or your iPhone, and also computer wallpapers. So that's another perk about joining the channel. You get all that stuff. So, War God 6. Yes, I made it. Hopefully my bad day is over. Had a small but bad storm and fried everything. TV, PlayStation 4, and internet. My surge protector failed me. Oh my god, that's awful. I would be so pissed if I lost my TV and PlayStation. Sturm von Ulk. I was left wanting by the final episodes of season 3 of The Witcher and disappointed by season 2 of Good Omens. Oh no. Yeah, I feel like they wasted an episode of these last 3 in The Witcher by having one all about Ciri in a desert. I don't care. That was an awful episode for me. I want to see Henry Cavill as the goddamn Witcher, considering this is the last season we're going to have him. But that final fight scene was pretty epic, I gotta say. And yeah, it's definitely one of those stories you got to keep following to get any kind of closure with. It just sucks that he's not coming back for the role. No bueno. Any basic Trek related stuff that you're still searching for? I'm always searching for specific things. We got a snore off over here. There's Precious. There's Lola. There's Precious. There's Lola and Precious. Yeah, I'm always looking for certain things. I am slowly collecting like my grail pieces a little bit, like that battle damaged Enterprise from Diamond Select. Finally picked that up for an all right price. Also got this, the Star Trek USS Enterprise Punch Out book. This is the refit edition, or the refit, and it is a completely unpunched build your own refit book. Yeah. So yeah, what year was this made? See the legalese. 1980. Yeah, this is right after the motion picture. Because people loved the refit and they were scrambling to get anything refit. So found this at the same time as I found the one Ships of Starfleet book. And I'll probably just keep it as a book. I'm not going to build it. It's a pretty big model, actually. And I don't have room for it. Plus, why would I build one out of paper when I've got so many other great refits? But this was a cool little piece to add to the collection as well. So, yeah, there's always things I'm looking for. I just can't specifically think of anything right at this moment. But a lot of people send me really cool stuff. A lot of the Trekyards people send me random packages and stuff. And they've got really cool stuff in them. And I yeah. Excuse me. Just have to have a drink. My throat is parched. So let's solve that with alcohol. Okay. Don't have those yet. Don't have those. Yes, please. Oh, on those books? Sure, Tim. Stern Vinyl, you could review 80s anime. Nah, I'm not a huge anime fan. Like I used... Cheers. Back when Columbia House used to be a thing, they had an anime, like, which I thought, okay, I'll try to get into it. And this was on those VHS. So I got Ghost in the Shell, I got Akira, I got Fist of the North Star, and a few other ones. I can appreciate them for what they are, but I don't know what it is with anime. It's got a really weird story structure, and I find them very boring generally. The way they move along is very plotting. It's not exciting. One of the best ones well, not one of the best ones. One of the ones I really enjoyed was one called Perfect Blue. I don't know if anybody has seen Perfect Blue, but it's kind of like a psychological thriller. And it really requires multiple rewatches to kind of figure out what the hell is going on with it. So I did have some anime. I don't want to review anime. I can review the designs in it or the general idea of the anime. But to actually watch the movies, I find very plotting, and I don't know why. I don't know why the story structure bothers me so much. Yeah, they're fantastic story ideas. There's great sci-fi. There's fantastic designs. Very nice animation. But I find them so fucking boring. I don't know what it is. Just the anime of the way, or the anime, the structure of the way anime is presented and made doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So I hope that makes sense. Tyrone Lease, any news on Star Trek Legacy? In other news, Braves won. Mets still suck. Rumor has it, this is just a rumor, guys, but apparently somebody was talking to Terry Metalis at San Diego Comic-Con. And the word on the street from Terry is that Legacy has been approved as good to go, but they're not going to announce it till after the writers' strike and the actors' strike. What that means, I don't know. Is it just a rumor? Very likely. Don't put any stock in it. Don't tell anybody that Captain Foley said, or that Trekyards said that Terry Metz. I don't want to be one of those channels like Doom Dick or Panic Pecker, whatever you want to call them, and Nerdtronic, or I know it's Nerderotic, but got to make fun of their name somehow. So I don't want to make those clickbaity things talking about that. This is just something I heard from like one person that overheard it from somebody else, and it's like, okay, that's very, if Giant Frickin' Robot makes an article about it, then we know it's not true. So do not put any stock in it. I'm telling you right now, it's just something that I heard. But I think it's just wishful thinking on somebody's part. I don't think Terry Metalis would say that to anybody. So don't. No, I haven't heard anything about Legacy. There you go. That's the answer. A Hypno member says it was disappointing. Without spoilers, it was definitely written to set up the third season, so hopefully Gaiman gets one after that letdown. Oh, for Good Omens. Cody Michaels, I saw some of the new Playmates Wrath of Khan figures on clearance for $5. Too bad I already got them. Get more. You can do customized figures if you want. It's always good to have some open and some in the package. I would pick them up on clearance. Sturm von Alk. The first season was full of side plots and stories which eventually melded together in a satisfying way. Season 2, not so much. The characters were not as deep as Season 1. Very superficial. Jonathan Earl, will any of you be watching the upcoming Ashoka TV series? Yes, 100%. And I'll do live first reactions. I don't know. I mean, we'll probably talk about the overall season of the show when it's done. Me and Samuel will kind of talk about it. But I will be doing, after each one is released, that day I'll be doing a late night live hangout and first reaction to it. So expect those, same as I do for Trek. I was doing that with The Mandalorian too. Every Wednesday night there was a new Mandalorian. Every Wednesday there was a new Mandalorian. Every Wednesday night I would do my first reaction, review, and hangout, and just discussion and talk about what you guys want to talk about in regards to the episode. So I absolutely will be watching those. Kara says, Wiser's over Crown till the end. Sure. You can be wrong. That's cool. Shea Locomotive Productions. Is Speed Racer considered Japanese anime? Yes, absolutely it is. So is Battle of the Planets, or G-Force, or Gatchaman. It was originally called Science Ninja Team Gatchaman in Japan. I grew up watching it was called Battle of the Planets, where it was also referred to as G-Force. I used to watch that as a kid. I watched the Americanized version that had lots of plot points cut out because they were too adult, and so they filled that space with Seven's Arc 7, which I love. Seven's Arc 7. I want to. That's a fucking piece I want, which they don't actually have. Is a Seven's Arc 7 like figure. There are some cheap ass ones that are like older that are very hard to find, but Seven's Arc 7 was like the R2D2. They put him into the show to fill in gaps in the storyline, do exposition, and he has a little robotic dog and a robotic girlfriend that lives out on Pluto. Her name is Susan. And yeah, so yes, Speed Racer is anime. That's different though. It's not a movie necessarily. It is a series. And I know a lot of anime are series, but I just cannot get into a lot of anime. I don't understand them. And the names all throw me off. I can't remember anybody's goddamn name. So maybe I'm stupid. I think I'm probably stupid. That's probably the reason. I just can't really get into anime. Battle of the Planets, like I said, I grew up with. It was like one of my favorite shows when I was in kindergarten in grade 1. Used to watch it before school every day, right after the Mighty Hercules, which is a great show as well. And so much so, I love the show so much, I wanted to change my name. I asked my parents if I could change my name to Mark, because Mark was the leader of the team. But only in the Americanized version. You had Mark, Tiny, Kia, Princess, and Jason. And in the original one, it's Ken, Ryu, June, I can't remember Jason or Kiop's name in the original one offhand right now. Anyway, but yeah, so I've got all of the original Gatchaman on DVD. I got the complete series. I still haven't watched it all. I watched them. They're totally different storylines. I remember a lot of visuals from when I was a kid that were like from the Americanized version, but a lot of those stories are a little bit, they just kind of lose me at some point. Like they're just, some of them are just boring. I don't know why. Anyway, Stern Von Ulk was referring to the Americanized versions, Star Blazers and Battleship Yamato, Robotech, and versus Macross. All right, Star Blazers never really watched. Space Battleship Yamato, I remember seeing when I was really young, but never really got into it. I think my brother watched it, and then when I hit high school, my good buddy Ash, he actually was a huge fan of it. Still is to this day. Robotech, again, here and there, but then you got Macross, and was Robotech Macross, and that was like renamed and rebranded, and it had the PS2 game of the Macross, or was it it was Robotech, I think. Anyway, it's so goddamn confusing. That being said, I've got like a Robotech manual over there, a visual archive that has all the vehicles, because the vehicle designs are cool, right? So I like the vehicle designs and stuff in anime, but I'm just not a fan of the show necessarily. Jonathan Earl, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is an interesting anime TV show to watch. Trekyards, ooh, Scuttlebutt. Hypno Amber, what? Well, if it's true, I'd be happy. Car Shep, when's the next Trekyards video coming out? Well, maybe next April 1st. I don't know. I'm glad people like that. A lot of people took it seriously. Like, they didn't watch it because they aren't interested in trucks, and they thought it was a weird spin-off for us to do. It's just because autocorrect changes it from Trekyards to Trekyards for so many people. We thought we'd do a April Fool's video on Trekyards. It was hilarious. You got to admit, it was pretty funny. When will we do another one? I don't know. Shay Locomotive Productions, welcome back to Trekyards, everybody. Welcome back to Trekyards, everybody. I'm Mechanic Stu, and that's my buddy, Sammy. Or he was Mechanic Sammy. I don't even remember what I wrote for that script. It was just something Stewie. I can't remember, but it was pretty funny. I enjoyed writing that and filming that. It was hilarious. Amber says, but everyone who hasn't watched Good Omens 2 should still watch it because we definitely need a third season for reasons. I know what your reasons might be, Amber. David Tennant. Chuck Jones. Rest in peace, Manny Koto. Recently found out he died July 9th. Yes. Yeah. Sad, sad thing. Hellfire Zombie says, I've tried to get into anime too. Never quite caught on with me, but I've still decided to try Attack on Titan. Yeah, I mean, I have tried. I have tried. And some of the movies I really appreciate and like I said, Perfect Blue. If you haven't seen the anime Perfect Blue and you're into psychological weird thrillers, wow. This is one you need to watch multiple times to figure the hell out. I enjoyed it. I was surprised I enjoyed it. Fist of the North Star was all right. Akira I enjoyed. Akira had a lot of good stuff in it for sure, but that's like an oversaturated one that anybody, what kind of anime you like? Akira? Okay, then you're not an anime fan kind of thing, right? Ghost in the Shell, of course, has been turned into a movie now, and Ghost in the Shell was a pretty good anime, though, I thought. So anyway, there we go. Hypno anime is an acquired taste. 80s anime was excellent, but I can't get into anything new. Karshep, we need a good joke to make the captain chuckle. Good luck. Jonathan Earl. Labray was very interesting sci-fi to watch. Seen the first 2 seasons, waiting on a confirmed season 3. Trucker Stew, that was it. Trucker Stew and Mechanic Sammy. I'm Trucker Stew. That's right, that's what it was. Olivia's here with $2. I woke up because I heard you were lonely. Oh, thanks, Olivia. I'm not lonely. But you know what? The sad thing is you're the only super chat I've had this live. The only super chat from one of my moderators. Don't know where Fleetpaw is. He usually loves watching these because he says they relax him. He, just to make his day better. But he's not here. So, and yeah, Olivia's the only super chat this live so far, which is kind of sad. But that's all right. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If you want to super chat, I would really appreciate it. And if you don't, that's also fine. We can just sit here and chat about whatever. Not a band account, gifted 1 Trekyards membership. So, Shea Locomotive Productions, welcome to the fleet. You are at the rank events, and now check out the videos on this upcoming weekend. Your name will be there. You'll be on a ship. You'll be assigned a ship. You can even head on over to the Discord server and hang out with your crew, hang out with us, hang out with all the Trekyards members over there, and have some good fun on the Discord. Ozzy, for lunch on Trekyards, chili dogs with cheese, onion, sweet relish, and honey mustard. Well, it's mustard. You always leave the D off. Okay, so with cheese, yes. Raw onions, not cooked, sure. Sweet relish, absolutely not. That is fucking disgusting. I would never put sweet relish on a hot dog. And honey mustard, maybe. If it's a sausage on a bun, maybe. But sweet relish, never. I would do dill relish, like literal dill pickle relish. That's good. But Hypno Amber. Of course, my main reason is the number 1 reason, but there are others. LOL. Of course, he's my main reason, but the number. All right. Not a band account. Welcome. Track or not. Alita Battle Angel was great. Let's see. I've only seen the movie. I've got the movie in 3D, actually, and yeah, it was really fun. But again, it even loses me in the middle of it. Even when they Americanize it and make it into a movie, something about the middle of them just is boring as fuck. The setups are always great. The endings are usually fantastic. The middle is just, what the fuck is, why? Why are we lingering so much on this shot? It's just, like, 2001, A Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick, like a fucking genius, a masterpiece, probably arguably one of the best movies ever made, a lot of people would say. I watch it and I'm like, wow, that's a really great shot. That looks really good. Next, please. Oh no, we're gonna linger on this one. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's moving. Okay, cool. It's still the same shot. All right, cool. No new dialogue. Okay. No. Still that shot. And there's that spaceship. It's still moving. There's the next shot. Sweet. I hate when they fucking linger. I mean, Stephen King, his novels are great for descriptors. Like the way he describes things, you feel like you're there. You can picture everything. Stanley Kubrick does that with fucking visuals, and it's like fucking great. That looks amazing. Don't linger on it for so fucking long. There are other classic films that I feel the same way about. It's like, just fucking get to the point. I can't. I don't want to be staring at this image for fucking 5 minutes when I don't have to. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks that. It's probably like heresy to talk about 2001, A Space Odyssey like that. I almost prefer 2010, the year we made contact. It's more exciting. Rob Schneider, you got the Russians and the Americans. It's fucking great. It's not as classic a movie, and I can see why in a lot of ways. But at the same time, enjoyment level, I enjoy 2010 a lot more than 2001. I'm just saying. Anyway. Hypno Amber, that comment made no sense. Yes, my main reason is always David Tennant. Perfect. Not a bad account. Cowboy Bebop was good. Introduction to anime, creative genre blending. Haven't watched any of Cowboy Bebop except for the live action one, and I only got through like one episode of that, and then got distracted by something shiny and never went back to it. I need to go back to it. Although I've heard it's not good compared to the anime. So should I? I don't know. But yes, Cowboy Bebop, and there's another one, Lupin, I think, some detective or some shit. That's another one that people say is good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever watch them, but Olivia throws in $2. Double your super chat balance. Thank you. You did. You doubled the balance. That is amazing. Thank you. Hypno Amber, I'm broke, but someday I'll get to send you a shot. You know, Amber, you're sending me something else in the mail, which is awesome. You didn't have to send back the extra money, by the way. That would have almost covered. Well, that would have covered a shot, actually. But thank you for sending that back to my PayPal. I appreciate that. You know what? I'll have a shot, or a half shot, just a half shot, just for you right now. To Amber, thank you so much for everything. There you go. Hypno Amber goes on to say, 2001 always makes me fall asleep. It's boring. Great concepts, great ideas. If the pace was picked up and it wasn't so boring, yep. I agree with you, Hypno Amber. Fleet Paw says he didn't know there was a live. He can't join right now because he has guests. Fleet Paw, stop lying. You don't have no guests. Who would come and visit you? Olivia, you can tell him I said that too. Guess. That's funny. Moving on. Not a bad account. Stanley Kubrick was a genius. Eyes Wide Shut was haunting. Even the subtle bad ending. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut in forever. No, I didn't say he was lying. Don't. Olivia. That's better. No one wants to visit you. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying it's an excuse. And that's fine. Eyes Wide Shut I saw a long time ago. That's one I need to revisit at some point for various other reasons. But hey, was he a genius though? Like, I find a lot of his stuff is so artistic. It's to the point of it loses me. And again, I feel fucking stupid. I feel stupid for not understanding it. I don't get enjoyment out of it like 90% of the people that absolutely fucking love it. I feel dumb because it's so artistic and so that I'm too stupid to understand it and appreciate it. And I hate watching media that makes me feel stupid because it's like everybody's saying it's a goddamn masterpiece and I'm just sitting here like, this is fucking boring, man. And I love sci-fi premises. The idea of 2001: A Space Odyssey is great. Re-edit the goddamn thing so it's not so fucking boring. It's easy to do. Yeah, the visuals are great. They really are. Have exposition over them. Have somebody talking. Do something to spice it up as opposed to just fucking music. Da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. A fucking ship just like, or a station just turning and a ship going like into the bay, and it's just that for fucking 5 minutes. It's like, fuck off. We get it. It's landing. Move on now. Anyway. Shea Locomotive Productions, Spaceball Ship Lingered. Yeah. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. But that was making fun of the intro of Star Wars and also Stanley Kubrick stuff that lingers. And that kind of got a little bit like, come on, let's move. We get it. It's a big ship. Let's go. That also kind of frustrates me a little bit. War God 6. Yes, I can't get into anime, though have watched the live action movies. Yeah, and they don't always translate very well, though. Like, as far as... They're also boring, is what I'm saying sometimes. Trek or not, Tarantino movies can linger to the extreme. Yes, but Tarantino has snappy, witty dialogue and really fast cuts and edits and bare feet. And so I can get behind almost every Tarantino movie. It's got a pace that keeps it interesting, and the dialogue is so interestingly written. It's like a Kevin Smith film. Nobody talks like that, but at the same time, it's like, that's awesome. You know, the dialogue is quite unique in both a Kevin Smith movie and a, Tarantino movie. Like, the dialogue is so well written and snappy. It's not realistic at all, but they hold my interest way more than anything Stanley Kubrick ever did. Kloonberg, what did you think of Ad Astra? I don't think I watched Ad Astra. Ozzy, need a big ship. Yep. Car Shep throws in $5. There's another super chat. Thank you so much. That's also doubled the super chats, kind of. Cool. The next one should be $10 to double the amount that I have currently. That would be awesome. Anyway, Car Shep throws in $5. It says, did you know that trampolines used to be called jumpolines until your mom jumped on one back in 1972? Yes. Oh, well, his joke is until my ex-wife jumped on one. Cheers to you, sir. I'll drink my Wiser's, crown it up. I mean, for $5, I don't normally drink anything for $5. It's usually, but I'll have a quarter of a shot. I should have got some cola or something so I could have Crown and cola. Anyway, thank you, Car Shep. Hypno Amber, yay, half a shot. Philip Gaming agreed about 2001. Ooh, that's from an actor. An actor agrees with me about a film. Ozzy, what are you doing? Foley maneuver. Okay. Stern Von Ulk, some of the visuals in TMP were reminiscent of 2001. Yes, and they're also boring. Lingering too long on special effects. Hypnomember, Kubrick was a genius and at the same time could be boring. Yes, I see the genius. I see the genius in the shots. I understand the artistry that he's going for. I just find it boring. It just lingers too long. Same thing, like I said, with Stephen King. Reading his novels is fucking great. Like, you get a feel that you're there. But the novel would literally be half as long if he just took out his descriptors. He focuses on every fucking thing so much. Does that make him a good writer? I don't know. I've read a few Stephen King novels. I've definitely seen the adaptations of them to film. But I'm listening to one on Audible, and it's just, the descriptions of everything are so overdone and unnecessary almost. It feels kind of weird. I don't know. That's maybe why they're popular and, well, best-selling authors. I don't know. Never watch a Terrence Malick movie. Okay. I have no idea what kind of movies he would make, so. Not a band account. Live action Cowboy Bebop is less Cowboy Bebop than Discovery is Star Trek. Oh, okay, that's not good then. Tim Adkins, remember the movie Fanboys? Rewatched this week. Lots of cameos. It's great. Fanboys is great. I enjoy watching Fanboys. But the thing I don't like about Fanboys is that they make fun of Star Trek fans to the extreme. Like, I'm wearing a Starfleet uniform. Star Wars sucks. I'm wearing a Star Trek uniform. Sorry. That's how they make the Trekkies look. Like, Trekkies respect Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans have no respect for Star Trek fans, and it just pisses me off. It's the one thing in that movie that just irritates the shit out of me. Hypno-Amber. David Lynch is good. One of my all-time faves, but he's not for everyone. I feel the same about Kubrick. Cool. I need to take a puff of this. I don't care if you like it or not, so... Anyway, Olivia Julius throws in $1. Thank you so much. You're now at $10. Not a bad account. $1, $11. So my next super chat to double that should actually, I'm at, with the conversion and stuff, it's weird, but like I said, a $10 super chat would double the amount right now. So there you go. Not a bad account. I forget. Are Canadians or real dollars worth more? Well, American money is worth more. So, not a lot more, but more. If that's what you mean by real dollars. Philip Gaming, my favorite Stephen King film is The Running Man. That's a great film. Hypno-Amber says, King is the only writer that can write 2 pages of descriptions about a rock, and I love him for that. Yes, I tend to agree. But at the same time, you look at the thickness of some of his novels. If he took that rock description down to a half a page, and then, other descriptions down, you could get it down to like that. Because there's some hardcover Stephen King novels that are like that thick, and they don't really need to be. It allows you to immerse yourself in the world, and I get it. That's what it's about. But I don't know. I'm just going to shut up now because I feel like I'm saying things wrong. Neil Hammersmith, watching Canadian Bacon tonight. A good movie. I love that John Canny scene where he's at the hockey game and says the beer sucks. He gets his ass kicked by the Canadian hockey captain. Tim Atkins says agree. Oh, about the representation of Trek fans and fanboys? Yeah, it fucking irritates me to no end. Olivia Julius, Fleet Paw says that he won't get back on. He needs more of a reason to see you than you're just live all of a sudden. You can ask him yourself. Well, I'll read the conversation after the fact. It's fine, Olivia. Car Shep, all the shots of the dirty pollution in that movie were actually Hamilton. Whoop, whoop. Back in the day, yes. Back in the day. Hamilton's not that bad for pollution anymore. Hypno-Amber, I totally agree with you, Kat. Totally agree with you. King could cut his books in half if he just cut his descriptions by half. But would they be as good then? Would people enjoy them as much? I think people enjoy them so much and they are such bestsellers is because of that's what makes a Stephen King novel. So it's one of those weird things, right? Like, yeah, like I said, I'll stop talking about it. Valiant Thor says, based on our current congressional hearings, only thing left for the ETs to reveal is to reveal themselves. Then every single piece of toilet paper on the planet will be gone. Excuse me. Valiant Thor says, have a blessed day, liked and subscribed. Thank you very much, Valiant Thor. Speaking of likes, we have 46. Can we get another 4 likes? Are there 4 people out there that haven't hit like yet that want to hit like to get me to 50? I'd appreciate that. 50 likes would be awesome. Olivia Julius, it's time for me to rise up. I am head moderator on this channel. I have power. You get a ban, and you get a ban, and you get a ban. Wow, don't piss off Olivia, guys. Fleet Paw is much more level-headed than her. She's power trippy right now. I don't know if you can tell, but not a great thing. Anyhow, what were we talking about that led into all this? Not a band account doubles the super chat amount. Boom. There you go. So see, now all I need is a $20 super chat. After his, a $20 one that'll double it again. And then that'll be awesome because the $20 one gets a shot. I get to take a shot. Anyway, Not a Band account throws in $10. Thank you so much. Working for a Canadian company these days, it was a whole different culture to get used to. But you guys are hardworking and all right. Cheers, Captain. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Not a Band account. Stern Von Hulk and the Blue Lego Hand of Doom. Blue Lego Hand of Doom. I don't know what that's referring to. Or God 6. ET is scared of humanity. We are too hostile and immature, especially about a lot of stuff. Yep, that's accurate. Hypno Amber. All hail Olivia, Queen of Trekyards chat. Ooh, don't do that. Don't give her a big head, Amber. Not a good idea. Car Shep, we are talking about timeline. We were talking about timeline. No, I thought we started. Oh my god, if I could speak. I thought we started talking about anime. That's what did it. I don't think talking about timeline. What? I missed that. When did we talk about timeline? Olivia Julius, Hypnosis gets to live for another chat. Okay. Melted Copper, E.T.'s people should appear in The Mandalorian as E.T. at Disney. Sure, well, they are in The Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. There are E.T. in the council, so... Sternbahn, Blue Lego hand. Look at the icon in the moderator's name. I know it's a wrench, but it looks like a blue Lego hand. It does look like a blue Lego hand. But what Olivia doesn't realize is I can take that away from her at any moment. Did Fleetpaw really diss me? Well, I gotta go back and read that chat. Diss me saying he needs more than that to come out alive. What the hell? You're online. Somebody. I'm here. Currently unavailable. Didn't know it was live. Just playing cards. It's playing Cards Against Humanity. Okay. Auschwitz always wins in Cards Against Humanity, Fleetpaw. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Holy shit. Cards Against Humanity should not be brought up on a live chat. Just saying. All right. Anyway, moving on. Goddamn. Have fun, Fleetpaw. Karshep, we were talking about Cowboy Bebop last. Yes, but that was just the anime discussion, so. Melted Copper, since Barbie is doing good, does this mean new He-Man should be heading our way? Oh, yes, a live-action good He-Man would be awesome. I don't think Dolph Lundgren really nailed it with the He-Man thing back in the day, but still kind of a guilty pleasure movie for me. For Tom Paris, he's in it, and Courtney Cox. So, hey, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, a live-action He-Man to, like, do the same thing that Barbie did in theater. Hell yeah, I'm all on board with that. Olivia says, no, he's playing Cards Against Humanity. Okay. Not a Band account, gifted 1 Trekyards membership. So welcome Neil Hammersmith to the channel. You are now at the rank of Ensign. Like I said, check for your name at the end in the Fleet videos next weekend or later this week for videos that we have coming out. You will see your name somewhere in the fleet. You'll see what ship you're assigned to. And yeah. Hypno Amber. Anyone see the new Indiana Jones movie? My mom took us last week, and I haven't seen it yet. It's just something that I don't know if I want to see in theaters, and I've been told that you don't have to see it in theaters. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna watch it later. I've heard about it. I know what happens essentially, and I'm like as well. So I don't know. I've heard good and bad about it. I've heard both sides of that argument. So, Livy Julius, it'll be nice. I'll be nice. Good captain. Yes, you will be nice. Melted Copper. I love the 2000 series. Skeletor getting his face melted off was great. Oh, yeah. The one from a few years ago. I have that on DVD. Yeah, you learn how Skeletor gets the face he has. Yeah, absolutely. He was King Randall's brother, I believe. Yeah, I know the one. I have it on DVD. I have the complete series on DVD. Not a band account. Do we ever find out the prefix code to the other ships like the Titan or Cerritos? No, it's never mentioned, I don't think. Hypno Member, I would skip it in theaters, wait until it's streaming. That was the plan. That was the plan. Stern Von Alt, my goal at Trekyards is to go full Harry Kim and be an ensign for 7 years. Sweet. Keldor, that's his name, yeah. Is there any word on Star Trek Legacy? No. I'll leave it at that. One more like to get to 50 likes would be awesome. Olivia says the prefix code for the Cerritos is 1234. Well, I think it would be 12345 because the prefix codes are 5 digits. So, just saying. Or it could be 0000. That's the same. That's the combination of my luggage. That's hilarious. Spaceballs reference. Anyway. Olivia Julius throws in $2 on the Titan. Its password. Not a bad account. Bring Captain Shaw back. Yes. There are many ways that they could do that. And Todd Stashwick and Terry Metalis have talked about those ways. So, yeah, I have full faith that we'd see Captain Shaw back in some form. Alrighty. Let's go ludicrous speed. They've gone plaid. Yep. Anyway, I think I might be ending the live soon. Stern Von Alk, there is no point in putting a lock on luggage. Just push a pen through the zipper and it opens right up. It can't be rezipped. It can be rezipped. Ooh. There you go. You've heard it here, folks. Olivia Julius, we need $12 more to double the super chats. We don't need $12 more. We need, for the amount that I have, I need $20 to double the super chat right now. Olivia, don't try to do math because you can't, apparently. I have the total that I've got there, which right now in Canadian is $22.25. So a $20 super chat would effectively double that if it was American, because that would alter the American amount to Canadian and whatever. So there you go. I don't know where you got $12 to double what we've already have, though. Just saying. Anyway, yeah. Well, this has been a fun chat talking about anime and how boring Stanley Kubrick is, and the descriptiveness of Stephen King, and all these great things. So thank you to everybody that's been here. We have 51 likes, which is also awesome. Let's see. Melted Copper says Rick Moranis could nail it as the ventriloquist in Batman movie. Have him fight Keaton Batman in a solid Batman movie. Sure, yes. More Michael Keaton Batman, please. Not a band account. Would Mirror Captain shall be clean shaven? No, I don't think that's how that works. Olivia Julius, Stewart needs super chats so he can buy more beard gel. Yes, or just shave this, which I'm going to do probably right after this. Because it's been itchy today and it's bothering me. I got to shave this too because you can tell it's like a week and a half of growth. I love that I don't have to shave very often. It's great. Stern Von Elk, Strange Brew is a classic. Long live the Mackenzie brothers. Bob and Doug, baby. Bob and Doug. Yeah, hoser. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more super chats, which is great. But been hanging out for over an hour, and I have to go actually do something. So, as a result, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you to everybody that has joined me and watched and participated and listened to me babble on like an idiot, because that's what I do. You guys are appreciated. I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you later. Oh, well, hold on. I'm a hairy monster, and I skinny dipped. I would be shot and would be seen as a wild animal. That's something I didn't need to know, but thank you, Malted Copper. And the Upton member says this has been a very fun chat. Have a good night. Yeah, and sorry it's not longer. I could probably ramble on for another hour or two, but at the same time, I'm not going to. I will catch you guys later. Have yourselves a great day. And until next time, I'm Captain Foley. Live long and prosper, everybody. Bye.